It's the rainbow, motherfucker!
See that? Got a new green screen. So, Skittles Fury of the Unicorns here is a 2023 movie directed by David F. Sandberg, and it stars Asher Angel and Zachary Levi as Billy Batson and Shazam respectively. This movie takes place 2 years after the events of the first Shazam movie, which is kind of baffling, and it revolves around the Shazamily, the Shazam family members after they got their powers at the end of the last movie, and they've become sort of this new pseudo team of superheroes, and they're really struggling with it. It also revolves around Billy having to deal with the fact that he's all grown up now, and that he may not be able to be with his family anymore, but it turns out that thanks to Billy breaking a magic staff in the last movie, a magic barrier that was around the Earth was now destroyed, and a new threat appears in the form of Atlas' daughters, who have come to reclaim the golden apple to plant the tree of life. So 2 goddesses appear to take a magic staff from a wizard to plant a tree. Alright, so right off the bat, the CGI in this movie is terrible. The CGI in this movie is bad. They do this thing where the superheroes, when they launch, they just like grab the PNG and just like this. There's no like loading the jump. This is especially present in the very first set piece where the bridge is collapsing, and this bridge looks terrible and they all look superimposed on this bridge. A little bit of spoilers, but later there is a dragon that appears, and I've never for a second thought the dragon was actually there. Like, it's a cool design, but it does not look good, and it does not look real. I mentioned at the beginning it's supposedly been 2 years ever since the last movie took place, but these kids aged like 10 years in between movies. Granted, you can't stop that, but it's very noticeable, and it kind of takes you aback. It would be very jarring to watch the first movie and then watch this movie back to back. My boy Jack Dylan Grazer carries this movie. The character of Freddy is by far the best character in the movie. He carries most of the emotional weight. He has some of the best scenes. He got that dorky boy Riz. Shout out to this movie for having like actual 80s bullies. Also, we don't get a lot of Billy on this movie. I get it. You paid for Zachary Levi. You're gonna use Zachary Levi. And granted, Zachary Levi is a very good main character. And he's a very likable actor. He has this childish charm to him. I wish we could have seen a little bit more of Billy. And Billy could have had a little bit more emotional weight in this film. We also have a big cast in this movie. So naturally, you're gonna get some underdeveloped characters. I like the other kids well enough. Some of the kids, like Darla and Mary, get a little bit more screen time, and the others just kind of take the background. The parents are really cool, though. The chemistry that Freddie had with Rachel Zegler's Anthea character was really good. I wish we could have seen a bit more of this chemistry, because it kind of get destroyed by this, spoilers, very stupid plot twist by this, in which Anne turns out to be the third sister of this evil trio of goddesses. I wish we could have seen a bit more of it. They were really cute together. They had really good chemistry. They're both pretty likable, so it works. Speaking of her sisters, Hesper and Calypso, played by Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu, how the hell did they get them to be in this movie? I think they do the best with what they can. They have sort of Shakespearean deliveries on their characters. I think it works well. They kind of overplay it. I think Helen Mirren does a really good job. She's intimidating. She has a presence. And I think Lucy Liu kind of plays it a bit over the top, especially at the end of the movie. She doesn't really have much to do other than ride on a big CGI wooden dragon. She was kind of wasted a bit. I also like the character of the wizard, who has all the drip by the end of this. It does have a great finale. It's a really emotional, actually really got to me. Not the spoilers, not the death part, because it never felt like he was gonna actually stay dead. And the final scene with Gal Gadot's face pasted on another woman's body, it was really weird. He dies just to come back a few minutes later. Why even kill him? I can't get too mad at this movie. It would be kind of getting mad at a Disney movie. It really goes nowhere new. It doesn't break any ground. It doesn't push any boundaries with its storytelling. But I think this movie has an undeniable heart. This movie is a fun romp with tons of heart, bad CGI effects. What a weird Skittles commercial at the middle of the movie, though. Oh, the CG creatures in this movie, they all looked bad. In the end, I would give this movie 6.5 to 7 Wonder Wizards out of 10. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an idiot. Maybe you hated this movie. Maybe you loved this movie. Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, watch my previous video, and thank you for watching. Look, this is kind of a nitpick, but I kind of don't get Greek god or lore vibes from the suit. I didn't get them from the first suit either. I just kind of felt it was worse in this movie. The basketball material, I do understand that you want to make an interesting looking suit. Just none of the Shazam family suits kind of felt Greek inspired, which is weird because the Atlas sisters suits do look kind of like ancient Greeky, which is weird. Look at this grown ass man complaining about a superhero suit in a kid's movie.